welcome to our channel. I'm FancyAlly, and this is...
I'm Miss Judy Puss.
Miss Judy Puss.
We're back.
Oh, yes, we're back.
We're popular demand. I'm a whore.
As Miss Judy Puss said, we're back, bitches. We were here doing reviews for Legendary Season 3, but, let's just say we got a little heated during the last one. And we just didn't want to get any hate from any of the houses. So we decided not to upload the last episode of our reviews for Legendary Season 3. But you know what? It's whatever, because it's Halloween time now.
Yes,
look at our little pumpkin. Obviously, this is our first video, so we're still trying to figure everything out. We have a few special guests. We have Miss Gigi.
Gigi's with us.
Gigi's been here for a minute. She's an OG. And then we got little JoJo. Hi.
JoJo, hi.
Yeah. She will cut you. And then we got Yogo all the way from Adventureland, Long Island, Farmingdale. Shout out to all my Long Island watchers. So what are we here to review, Miss Judy Puss?
We are reviewing Dragula.
Dragula Titans. It's their first official All-Star season. They had a little All-Stars like thing called Resurrection, but it was just a special because COVID and stuff. Since it's Dragula, they decided to call it Titans, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to just call it All-Stars like other drag competitions. Yes. All right, so we have a lot to it. First of all, the episodes are an hour and a half now. I don't know if that's just a premiere, but this episode wasn't. We're like, oh my god, why is it so long? And then we realized it's just filled with drama, like so much drama, probably more drama than all the seasons combined or something.
So much
like,
they just couldn't cut it out.
Yeah, it was just too juicy and good. And honestly, I'm here for it, but at the same time, like, sometimes my head was spinning because I was like, oh my god, drama over here, there's there. Shout out to our nails, Hollow Taco. It's black, it's electrostatic. I don't know if you could see how it shimmers a little bit. Yeah, show off those nails, bro.
Yeah.
He got some big ass nails. I go.
Big nails.
I go. So we have a lot to cover, so let's get started. So first of all, before we even start, we're gonna say really quickly our thoughts on the queens before, and we're gonna try not to think about what we just watched. Like what were our thoughts before they got on the show. So who's first?
First we have Astria R.
I don't blame you for not remembering her name because she went home second on her season 4. We have Miss Astrid Aurelia. Obviously, she kind of had a bad attitude when she went home, and honestly, her bad attitude was part of the reason why she went home.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Obviously, on a Titans season, she has like the least track record, even though she did have one win. But honestly, she's not like one of my favorites to like watch and stuff. Yeah. She's obviously Dolly's daughter, and we like Dolly.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey, shut up.
So next,
Coco Kane.
Coco Kane. She was so memorable from season 4.
She was. We loved her.
She was very drama. She's still drama, but we love it. We live for it. She's a bad bitch. She loves showing off her body, her titties.
The titties.
So I'm kind of glad to see Coco Kane to come back, and she's definitely bringing the drama, right?
Yes, the drama and uniqueness. Yes.
Yes. Who's next?
We have Yosika.
Yovska from Canada.
Yaska.
She was one of my favorite queens back in the day, like during her season, and obviously she went home a lot earlier than we all thought, but I hope she's able to show off a lot more, right?
Yes, I'm sure she wore a lot of outfits and ideas.
Yeah, she definitely, her drag is very like costume-ish, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'm really happy to see her back.
We have probably our favorite, Evah Destruction.
Evah Destruction. Yeah. We love Evah Destruction. Evah Destruction is one of my favorite all-time drag queens. Not just Dragula, not just Drag Race, like just in general, period.
Yeah,
I really want to, yes, I've known her for years, since before the show. I really want to see her live one day, but she's a really booked queen. She's all over the place.
Yes.
And a little bit of tea. She low-key blocked me.
On Twitter.
On Twitter, but I still have her on Instagram and everything. Yeah. And honestly, I have a feeling you'll see with all the drama, like, I think she blocked me because I never, all I do is praise her. I would never say anything bad about her. But she probably saw me like maybe be a little shady towards Hoso or some other Dragula queen, and so she probably decided to block me because of it. Yeah, but you know, I hope she doesn't block me on Instagram. Actually, she won't block me on Instagram, I don't think, because on Instagram I'm not FancyAlly, so. But yeah, I also have TikTok, so I don't know. I love you, Evah Destruction. Please unblock me, please. We love you. We stand you. We're rooting for you. And we just love you, Destruction.
Yes, we love her. Very talented.
Yes. So next up is
Melissa Be Fierce.
Melissa Be Fierce. That's another one of her favorites.
Yes, we like her.
I knew of her as well before she got on Dragula. She's such a fierce queen. You know, she performs in Los Angeles. She's just like legendary basically down there. And so I'm just happy to see her back.
That's a different show.
Yeah, I think she's the mother of the House of Be Fierce, so she's her mother.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm just happy to see her back. Oh yeah, also a thing about Evah Destruction. I'm actually this look. I know it's kind of basic or whatever, but it's somewhat inspired by one of her looks, and I'm gonna be filming a TikTok to one of the songs that she did on YouTube.
Looking forward to that.
Yes, so follow me on TikTok, FancyAlly too.
Melissa Be Fierce.
Melissa Be Fierce. I'm so happy she's back. She was one of my favorites from season 1. She's iconic. She's memorable. She's dramatic. She's blunt. I'm an Aries, and we can be kind of combative. So I get you, girl.
Yeah.
Next up is
Victoria Elizabeth Black.
Victoria Elizabeth Black. She's honey, at one point they were Evah Destruction's like, who's the traitor of the season? They just edited it. They didn't say who the traitor was. But I personally feel it's Victoria. It's her season 2. And then she was on Resurrection, but I think this might be her time to win, I think.
Yeah.
She's definitely a tough competition regardless, right?
Yes, absolutely. She's from Orlando.
Yeah, she's from Orlando, Florida, which we visit there a lot. She works at the amusement parks. I think she said Universal. She helps with like the mazes, the haunted mazes and stuff. So she is definitely competition. Who else is there?
Yeah, then we have Erica Claus.
Erica
Clash.
from season 2.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love her. She's a very colorful queen, anime-ish queen, video game queen. But it's spoilers, but they're really underestimating her. And I think that's not fair. She's definitely Dragula. She's gone through the most exterminations than anyone, and she's proved herself. So I don't know why they're underestimating her. But honestly, I like her. I'm sure all the queens have grown since her season, but she says she has 2. But I just like her drag. It's very creative, and it's her. I feel like nobody else is really doing what she's doing. So we should stop hating on artists for being unique. You know what I mean? Like, don't be mad that she's not like everyone else. Period. So we love you, Erica Clash. Who else?
We have Kendra
Onyx. Hey, Kendra on YouTube.
Hey.
Our fellow queen on YouTube. We watch her boo views, and now we'll be her competition.
Yes.
But girl, we love you, girl. Her personality is everything. I'm subscribed to her channel, of course. And I just love her, and I think she's definitely going to bring the drama. I mean, she wasn't really bringing, she was a little bit dramatic, but she's also she's not about the drama, but she kind of is. I don't know how to explain it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she will defend herself. She's not going to take shit from anyone. So I'm really glad to see more of her. Hey, Kendra.
Hey, Kendra. She's a good queen. She's tough.
Yes. So who else is there?
Next is Hoshi, Taratoma.
Hoso Teratoma.
Tomatama.
Like our video if you're liking Miss Judy Puss butcher all the names.
Yes.
Being a butcher big girl.
My natural hairline.
But anyway, so back to Hoso Teratoma. Like I said, I don't remember if she blocked me or I blocked her. I just know we had an interaction on Twitter because she said she liked someone that I didn't like, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so surprised you like them. And then she didn't like it. She was fighting. That was obviously back during her season, and she says she's grown a lot since then.
Yes.
I think she's one of the younger queens, and she said she's more mature now, so we'll see. But she's definitely talented for sure. Obviously, she made the top 4 in her season. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
And lastly, we have our least favorite.
Oh, girl. Here comes the shade. Abhora. Hi, Abhora.
Hey,
You're probably not watching this video, but if you are, I have some good things to say, actually, later on. But when it comes to before the season, you definitely were our least favorite because you were really mean on season 2. Yes, you're unique, you're talented, the twinks love you.
Yes.
But you're not a twink no more.
No more.
But anyways, she is definitely talented. She's definitely Dragula, but I don't know what was going on with her season 2. She was just dramatic, and she was too focused on drama instead of the competition. So I don't know. Obviously, we know what happens this episode. So let's get to it. Yes.
Right.
So as we said, this episode's an hour and a half. And like always, the Boulet Brothers, they always have a little intro, very cinematic. I think this season of all the seasons, the budget was very much there.
Budget was there.
And I think they also had maybe some new editors or something because it just looked very different and kind of elevated, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely went far from the season 1 YouTube days.
Yes, and we've been watching since then. By the way, season 1 is on Shudder now, and they edited that season too. It's not like the same season that was on YouTube. They really edited a lot of things.
They added a lot to it.
To the point where the episodes are a lot shorter and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's cool that they did that, and we love season 1. I think I have a soft spot for season 1, and I think a lot of people underestimate season 1. But don't sleep on them because they're some of the fiercest super monsters out here.
So yeah, they had their little pre-show, and they introduced the queens into the workroom.
Yes. First was Coco, and I think they did that because Coco just came off season 4, and she was a fan favorite, so everyone was like, yes, Coco's here. Let's see. Then Melissa, Evah, Erica, Yovska, Astrid, Hoso, Abhora, Kendra, Victoria. So Victoria was the last one to go in. And they were just kind of, already there's so much drama.
Shade all around.
Yes.
Shade.
Yes, I'm trying to see. Did you write anything particular?
I just wrote shade in thick black letters.
Yes, there was just so much shade. Oh, Kendra. I love Kendra's outfit, but I don't know. I guess it's Dragula, but to me, it was reading more like, oh, this is what I would wear if I came back to Drag Race on an All-Star season. So it was really pretty, but like, it wasn't really Dragula.
Yeah,
but,
it was Dragula.
you know, like the coming in outfit, you're not really being ranked on that, so you could just come in basically with whatever you want.
Yes.
Jason, I mean, Miss Judy, what are you doing? You scared kids. So I'm looking at my notes right here. I have a little notepad today, but I will have my real notes like Miss Judy Puss has next week. But it's hard with work and all, you know, work just gets in the way of everything.
So much.
So I just wrote they were coming for Erica. They're underestimating her.
Yes.
They're honestly kind of underestimating everyone. They were underestimating her. They were underestimating Yovska, Astrid, of course. They were all scared of Melissa, as they should be, because, and I'm glad that they recognize Melissa is like a threat. Victoria's a threat. Eva's a threat. So honestly, I'm just gonna get to it. I don't even know, because there was just so much drama and our notes are scattered. But basically, Melissa knows Kendra, Onyx, and then they're vibing with Coco Kane. So the three of them automatically kind of link up and they're like, oh, it's the three of us. We're like a squad, right?
Yes.
We're like the bad bitches. Honestly, one of the things that I wrote about Abhora was she was just giving me very much cringe, a lot of the things she was saying. And it almost seemed like she was trying to put on for the camera. And then at one point, Eva Destruction was like, I know you in real life and what are you acting like right now? Like you're acting weird. And it kind of seemed like Abhora was in like her own little world and everybody else was on another thing, and she would say something and nobody would like react, and it was just like
she just
weird.
kept on saying stuff like I'm the best and this and
Oh
that.
yeah,
Like,
we'll get
no,
to that, but
really.
she was very narcissistic.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I said, the twinks love her. You know, I was seeing, if you look on the YouTube videos, what's it called, on her video, they're like, oh my god, she's the one to beat, everyone loves her, blah blah blah.
No.
And I'm just like, y'all gassed her up so much that this is why, spoiler alert, she left. But like, yeah, it's like sometimes you gas people up too much, and then what was it that she brought on the runway? We'll get to it.
Yes.
But like, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you have to be humble. And then I forgot, we recently watched her season again, and I got triggered all over again, but I forgot what she said. Oh yeah, because I had already seen her Titans interview, and she said in the Titans interview, she was like, you know, I've done so much to push forward Dragula.
Yes,
but then on her season, she said something like somebody else has done so much. I think she was talking about the season 1 winner, Vander Von Odd, I think. And she was like, oh, she's pushed so much for it. Do you know what I mean? And now it all kind of makes sense, the fact that she was so cocky in her video. But there is a twist, which we didn't mention yet.
Yes.
Which honestly, so much was happening, the drama, the twist, that we kind of are a little confused. But they said something like, oh, next week. No, first of all, there were like no more exterminations. But we have these things called Fright Fest. Every single episode, all the contestants have to do it. If they don't do it, I think they get eliminated.
Yeah, if they don't do it, they get eliminated. And then the monster who got eliminated the week before would take their place.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess we have to see next episode to see how that plays out. Let's just get to it. Like, I didn't like her coming in, but then seeing what she was now, even though she was cringy, I was like, first of all, you know, she was like a really young, like, twink, which, to be honest, sometimes the twinks are very full of themselves and they annoy me, you know what I mean? Not always, but like sometimes. Dahlia Black. Loris.
Yeah.
But anyways, but she's not as, like, I mean, she's still skinny, but she's, obviously it's been 5 years, she's not like a young twink anymore. So to be honest, I kind of thought she was a little attractive now, which, I mean, obviously, but not compared to Victoria Black. Like, obviously, it's like a different level of attractiveness. But like, I just was not attracted to her at all. Her season, and now she's a little bit more. But it's also kind of giving like bitter old twink now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe like she's kind of stuck in the past, because the look she did was very much like something she would wear season 2, but it's not season 2, it's Titans, and it was a monster. And I was actually surprised by her, because one thing that I always thought of her is like, she had a mouth on her, she was very full of herself, but she was talented. So when it came time to show your talent, she delivered. So it's like, even though I didn't like her, she always delivered. But not this episode, not Titans,
tonight.
not 2022, not tonight. So let's go back to the notes. Let's see. Abhora cringe, felt like drag. I kind of said all the drama, especially them talking to each other, getting to know each other, felt like Drag Race. Like, all of them kind of like talking about drama and all that. Like, it felt like Drag Race. Like, you know, when the girls come in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they all start talking. And
yeah, but then all of a sudden the lights turned red.
Yes.
And then that's when I was like, oh shit, we're watching Dragula, not Drag Race. But yeah, that's when they went to talk to the Boulet Brothers, right?
Yes, on the main stage.
Yes, and that's when they talked about the twist,
That's
right?
when they disclosed the twist.
One of the many twists, which I'm sure, like, every episode there's probably going to be more and more twists. You know, the Boulet Brothers, they have their little moments showing off their outfits, which are nice, you know, in the white contacts with the kind of dots on it.
Yes,
And like we said, they mentioned no exterminations, fright feats, take the place.
Of the extermination.
Yeah. So basically, after they kind of went over the twist,
Challenge.
which was
The Halloween house challenge.
yes, where they all had to dress up as like an iconic monster, which is kind of like what they did. I think season 3 they said or something.
Similar in season 3.
So that included a group lip sync, but it was kind of like like they were split into different groups. Like, you know, 2 of them did the pumpkins, 2 of them were on the couch, 2 of them were on the bed, 3 of them were dancing.
Yeah.
And whoever won the Fright Fest or whatever, the Fright Feet, they were the ones that were gonna assign
the roles.
Yes. And then obviously the Boulet Brothers were like, it has to be scary, which to be honest, like, I don't know. I think they were just really going in because they were like, we're gonna throw a twist at you, we're gonna throw this at you, blah blah. But I mean, obviously it's Dragula, it's gonna be scary, but some of the outfits weren't completely scary, but they were cute. You know what I mean?
The Fright Feast was actually quite disgusting.
It was.
It was bobbing for apples, but with a little bit of Boulet Brothers Dragula twist to it, with buckets full of blood, guts,
real blood,
fish heads,
bones, fish heads, pig heads, brains, everything. It's just like, I feel like they're really going in this season. They're like, we're gonna really do everything to the max because you guys are all stars and you guys should be. Excuse me, take it. Oh, and also the prize. What's the prize this season?
Oh, the prize this season, $100,000.
Oh my god. Sponsored
by the Boulet Brothers.
Yes, they got that money, but you know, I'm always like, oh my god, they're so generous, and they are, but at the same time, you know, that's coming from like, what's it called, sponsors, this and that, taxes. So, I know that Erica, she had to do the pig head, and I'm like, because as soon as I saw the pig head, I was like, oh my god, who's gonna do the pig head? You know what I mean? Eva Destruction, I think she had to do the brains, because each bin had like different things. So when it was done, Aurelia thought she was the winner.
Yeah, Aurelia thought she was the winner, so they go into the workroom, and she starts dividing up the roles of the challenge, and starts writing it down, he's doing this.
Yes, and the whole time Melissa's like, I could have sworn I won. I'm not,
yeah, she's like, I could have sworn I won, I just didn't jump up and say fast enough.
And so, but since Aurelia was already doing it, I was like, well, I guess Aurelia won. But then all of a sudden, literally, she chose the roles, and then all of a sudden, like a piece of paper.
Yeah, but he walks in with a piece of paper, leaves it on the table, and it says that Melissa actually won. So she.
And Melissa was like, "Give me that paper, bitch." Yeah. And then, meanwhile, when they were doing this, they were trying. You know, Aurelia was trying to be nice and like, who wants what? And Erica was like, I want to do this. I want to be a dancer. And then Melissa was like, we want to be dancers, but then Erica was like, I already said that. Blah blah blah. So when when things reversed. And Melissa was like, so first of all, Erica, you're not going to be the dancer, you're going to be this. And then she's like, Erica, you had drama with Abhora in your season, so I'm going to put you guys together. And then what else? Obviously, Melissa, like I said, is friends with Kendra and friends with Coco, so they were like, we're going to be the dancers because we're our little alliance now. What else? Who else was paired up?
I don't know, like Victoria and Yaska
were paired up to be the pumpkins,
they were the
right?
Pumpkins.
Eva was paired up with Host, so I forgot what they were doing. I think they were like, I think they were doing the Ouija board, I think, on the bed, I think.
Yeah, the Ouija board.
Is that everyone? Oh yeah, and then someone had to be the host, and I forgot who was originally the host, but then Melissa was like, Astrid, since you thought you won, you could be the host. Which is shady, because like I said, she has probably like the least, like, I don't know, behind her name, because she went home second her season compared to everyone else. Which, by the way, and like throughout the whole episode, they're all like, "What episode did you go home?" Blah 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 blah. And they're like, "Did you win the thing?" And obviously, speaking of Yabs, because she was shady the whole episode, but I live for her shadiness, because it's kind of like a cute shadiness. It's not like too mean. But her and Kendra were kind of fighting, right?
Yes.
And she's like, you went home on a performance challenge, and then Kendra was like, well, at least I went to the performance challenge, and they were talking about their outfits, remember? And then Kendra was like, you look like a toilet. You look like a toilet, and then
I didn't see that. But.
Yeah, and then later Yaska was like, well, toilets are filthy, so I'm serving filth for Dragula. And to be honest, and she was saying like, oh, Kendra, your outfit, I can't say anything about it because, like I said, it was pretty. It was a nice outfit, but it wasn't like that Dragula. I don't know. But this is my biggest thing with the season, other than Abhora and maybe Astrid. I kind of like everyone, so to see everyone fight, I like Yovska, I like Kendra, so I don't want to see two of my favorites fight. You know what I mean? I love Eva, I love Erica, and to see everyone come for Erica. But then I also love Melissa, and so Melissa, I feel like was kind of coming for Erica. It's just no, don't fight everyone. You know what I mean? I know it's a competition. But at the same time, I like the drama. But when people are coming for someone that you like, it's you know what I mean. It's yeah. I'm sure Erica toilet. What do you think of the toilet bowl comment,
Sometimes
Yogo?
I drink out of the toilet when I'm really thirsty.
As you should, Yogo. Yogo. Support poor kids in Africa that dance. We love seeing them on YouTube.
Yes.
Masaka.
Masaka.
No, you know what I said? The pairs are so funny. Because like I said, Eric and Ahura don't like each other. Because, yeah, that's what happened. After they were all assigned. They decided to all just gossip and kiki for like the whole rest of the day because they were tired from like bobbing for apples and stuff, catching up. Like, oh, so do you still like this? And we haven't even mentioned the whole freaking storyline with Hoso Teratoma. She has this tattoo of Abhora. She's a fan of Abhora,
so weird,
and then Abhora loves her. But it's kind of weird because it's kind of giving like let's say like you like Justin Bieber and you have a tattoo of Justin Bieber, but then he kind of takes advantage of you because you're his fan. That's what it's giving. You know what I mean?
Kind of weird.
And then at one point the next day they have a conversation in front of everyone, and it feels like something that should not have happened in front of everyone, right? Like I said, Abhora is already cringe, and then that was just more cringe. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know how old Abhora is, but obviously, like I said, she's not a little twink anymore. And then Hoso's kind of like a little twink now, and then. I remember Hoso and Astrid kind of had like a little thing during their season. But then Hoso has a partner now, but then they kissed Abhora later. I know I'm getting all over the place, but this episode was kind of a mess. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun. It was entertaining, but it was a lot, right?
It was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it pans out.
Miss Judy Puss. Shady bitch. Don't worry, we're a little rusty. It's our first episode back, but we'll get into the hang of it. So, like I said, there's like this weird animosity, or like, what's it called? There's weird tension between Astrid and
Abhora.
Yeah. And so then at one point, Abhora's cringy ass was like, Astrid, take off your pants or something. Like, she's like, take off your pants. And she like took her whole ass out. We saw her whole ass. But then when they did the close up, they didn't want to show the full ass. They just showed like a cheek. But I was like, oh damn, Astrid. But yeah, I guess it's like the battle of the two top twinks. Evah kind of gets in the equation because she knows Abhora allegedly. Which makes me think, like, what did I say something bad about Abhora on Twitter and then Evah blocked me or whatever?
Oh, is that what you did?
I don't know. I said a lot of things. But I'm not gonna, like Melissa, I'm gonna speak my mind. Like Kendra, I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna speak my truth. I don't give a fuck. All right? No one's gonna silence me. I love you, Evah, but, like, even if you block me, like, I'm still gonna say what I have to say.
That's good.
Period. So, yeah, Evah had kind of a little bit of a talk with Abhora, and then she was like, I don't know exactly what she said, but she was like, I know you, Abhora. And she said it so cryptically, and she kind of like let the silence and stuff. You know what I mean?
She knew something the rest of us don't know.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll never know now because Abhora's gone.
You look fishy.
Thank you so much. I know it's like dark makeup, but it's fishy, low key.
Yeah.
Low key. I look like an attention whore.
Big attention.
So yeah, I think now it's time for the floor show.
The floor show.
So, who are the judges, bitch?
Oh, we have one of my favorite people in the whole world. Elvira.
Yes, we have Miss Elvira out of drag.
Yes.
Which I find it kind of interesting she wanted to do this for, like, the Halloween episode. Like, I think on Drag Race, she's been in drag and out of drag, but, like, wouldn't you want to be in drag for, like, the Halloween episode?
She's got something she's trying to do, get away from that look, but no, I doubt that. That's what she's been doing for 50-something years.
You shady bitch. She bitch.
Then we had Justin Sings.
Yeah, I wrote Justin Simon, I think.
Simon.
And he's allegedly making the new Haunted Mansion movie.
Haunted Mansion movie.
It better be good. I like the original Haunted Mansion movie with
that gonna star
Eddie Murphy. But I feel like they're really gonna go for like a whole different vibe because, you know, that was giving very much 2000s comedy, Disney-ish, like family friendly. And
what
I
happened
think
to Eddie Murphy?
We're gonna edit that out. But I feel like this time they're gonna be more serious and it's probably gonna be more scary. The director seemed nice. He seemed like a very cunty bitch, like a shady little gay. And so hopefully that means the movie will be kind of like. And I said, I was like, all right, he's gonna be here hosting. I mean, he's gonna be judging Dragula. I better see at least one drag queen in that Haunted Mansion movie. Like, come on, there's drag queen ghosts, obviously.
Yeah.
I think, you know, they introduced the judges and they were basically like, let's get on to the challenge or whatever, which was the haunted house party, right?
Yeah, which they went right into the haunted house. They had a nice house set up. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this feels very different for like a floor show.
Yeah.
Like they were in a whole like set. It wasn't like, you know, just them in the theater like they usually are, which I've gotten used to it. So I'm just like, and it was weird seeing like their outfits like with a nice colorful background in the back, you know what I mean?
True.
But I think it made their costumes pop a lot more, and like I said, it was very colorful but still scary. But I think this whole challenge was very camp, like very much camp.
Yeah,
so
to give it the characters.
I feel like maybe probably later on in the season we're gonna have more like really scary, or
dark.
like like you know what I mean. Which is funny because like I don't know, I already had this look planned out, and then Miss Judy Puss, she has the dark, you know, lip. I mean the dark makeup and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe we have to camp it up next time because they camped it up for this episode.
We don't know where to go next episode.
It was giving very much like classic party setting. No, but in a good way, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
good.
obviously this is Dragula, like, Party City is, like, up their alley, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it was an episode, it was a floor show that the kids could watch, you know?
Kinda, yeah, yeah. It was just very classic, like, monsters, because, you know, and I like that, you know what I mean? If, I don't know what I would have picked, like, maybe Mummy, Ghost, Witch, or Frankenstein. You were saying you wanted Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
You said the Bride of Frankenstein, bitch.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
Yeah, Boulet Brothers already took that one, I think, with their for this
Ooh,
episode.
shade. So they were split up into different, like, parts of the house, right?
Yes.
So first we had Miss Evah Destruction, who was a devil bitch. She was red.
And she was a devil. I thought she looked great.
Yeah, she had like a little, I think it was a pen or a smoking pen, but it looked like, you know, that thing.
Oh, yes. It was a pitchfork with 3 cigarettes at the end. So she's smoking 3 cigarettes at the same time.
Which I kind of, I don't know, there was a lot going on. Like I said, I was trying to take notes, so I didn't really see it. But they kept mentioning that. But I think she looked stunning with the red. I didn't even recognize her at first, which I guess that's kind of good sometimes. You know what I mean?
She had the reveal. She took the coat off.
Yes, and she was just very pretty, but like scary at times and camp, and yes. And she was with Hoso, which, no shade, you know, Hoso's talented, but for me, to me, like Onyx said, to me, for me, I didn't really like her outfit. It was giving very much Hoso, but was it giving very much pirate? I guess it was giving very much Hoso doing a pirate, but for me, it just didn't pass the test because, like, with a lot of their costumes, I could automatically know what monster they were. With her, I was like, I didn't necessarily say pirate. Like, yeah, she had a ship on her head, but like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't get pirate.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was that. So next we have Miss Victoria Black.
Victoria Black.
And Yovska, and they were both pumpkins.
They were pumpkins. Pumpkinhead 1, Pumpkinhead 2.
And in my opinion, they both slayed, but especially Victoria,
yes, Victoria's
right?
look, that was just amazing. A lot of time went into that.
Yes, and you know, she revealed her head, and you know, she had the pumpkin seeds on top, and it looked like when you do take off like the top of the pumpkin, and you know, it has like the guts or whatever. And it was just like overall just amazing, like a fully developed look. Like I said, she works at Universal for Horror Nights, so she probably knows how to do this, like fully developed costume with like everything about the pumpkin they said she did.
Yeah.
So that was just amazing. And then Yovska did more of a campy look. She had the big pumpkin, kind of like a cartoonish, and then she had the 2 pumpkin tits.
Pumpkin titties.
But they just looked really pretty, and it kind of reminded, like I said, we've been trying to rewatch the Dragula seasons. So she did like a look where she had like big boobs on her season, but this just like elevated it. Like the 2 pumpkins is just genius. So she was getting more cute, while the other one was, Victoria was getting more scary. But they both did it for me. I really like both of their looks.
Yeah,
right?
I liked it. They look great.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
next up,
pumpkin
oh yeah, they were like stabbing it. But yeah, so next up we have the dancers, which is Melissa B. Fierce, Coco Kane, and Kendra Onyx.
Kendra, okay.
Yes. So Melissa she was a vampire, I think, right? She was a vampire, but she had wings. And I liked that. Her look was alright. I liked the wings. The wings were very impressive.
The wings, yes, I want to get a pair of those wings.
Oh my god, yes. We recently went to Six Flags for Halloween Horror Nights, and there was one actor that had wings, and every time we would see it, we were like, oh my god, and they would move. Yes. We love that. We love Halloween. Kendra was Frankenstein, and I liked her hair on top. It was very much like, it was kind of like a little afro thing, but like very like 80s, like, you know, that like slanted afro, you know what I mean? Remember?
Yes.
And so yeah, I really liked her look. And then Coco Kane was a mummy.
Yeah, she was the mummy with
it was very titties. Coco Kane, sexy body, tits. But then, you know, one of the critiques they said was she didn't do like enough
fabric.
Yeah, like wrapping. Like the mummy looked like they stripped her.
Yeah.
Which she's a stripper queen, I guess, but like, you know what I mean? And later on she was like, that's what I give, and it's like, alright, but you still need a little bit more.
If you're gonna use a little fabric, you just need to look good.
Yeah, they said it was like 1 yard of fabric. It looked good, but it just needed more fabric because, you know, like,
give that mummy vibe.
And also, like, sometimes I think you could serve sex and stuff without being so like revealing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if you like cross like the nipples, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if you cover up a little more, it kind of makes the sexiness more like, what's it called? A little classy. Not classy, but like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little, you know, a little can go a long way.
Yeah, sometimes less is more, right?
More.
So, yeah, they did it right. The dancing was a little off, they said, because, you know, it was 3 of them, and they were trying to be all in sync, but it was a little sloppy, especially on Kendra's part. So long story short, like, they were basically safe except for Kendra. And then who else? Oh yeah, Astrid was the host, right?
Yeah, she was the host.
And
she was dressed like a sea monster.
Yes, but like kind of a bedazzled drag sea monster. But it was cute. It was a nice look, and the judges said she did pretty good. To be honest, like I was looking kind of more at everyone else, and like I said, she was basically like in every scene, right?
Yeah, she was in every scene.
So like,
but it was just too like costumish. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, and it was like wasn't that scary. It was like I said, something like you could see on Drag Race, kind of in a way. But they said she did it good as a host, so she's safe. And so we already said Evah, Yavska, Hoso.
Abhora.
Oh, Abhora. Who was Abhora? Oh, yeah, Abhora was with Erica Clash.
Yeah.
Erica was a bat.
She was the bat.
And, you know, they were kind of shady. Some of the girls were like, oh, you know, it's a onesie with a thing on it.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it like that. But the Boulet Brothers did critique her, right? And they said that she was like a little too...
Elvira said she needed to turn the volume up a little bit.
She did say that. They were saying, like, it's a little too safe for Titans, and it's also like very cute and not. But they didn't mind the cuteness, but they just said you need to bring it up a little.
Yes.
But they said her lip sync was good, unlike Abhora's ass.
Yeah, she was completely off sync when it comes to the lip sync.
And also her look.
Her look was what?
Literally, when they presented her, they were like, because they were saying like, oh, you know, Erica Clash as the bat, and then they were like, Abhora as question mark, because they didn't even know what the fuck she was.
They had no idea. Feathers
and then
noses. And...
yeah, well, she always has that nose.
Yeah.
But then later on, they were like, "What the fuck were you?" Elvira was like, "I didn't know what you were. What were you?" And then she's like, "I was kind of an alien." It's like, bitch, alien where? I know you could probably do alien really good, but that was not it at all, bitch. It wasn't. And guess I'm wearing a dusty wig. We're wearing busty wigs, but guess what? You lost. Was her outfit bad, but her lip sync was also bad. She didn't know the words at all. And they basically said, right, that Erica basically carried the team, and then Erica was like, I did feel like I was carrying the team, and that's not fair.
Right? That wasn't fair at all.
Not fair at all. Excuse me. He said, girl, why you become more animated when I'm not saying anything? Shane. But yeah, so like we said, the top three were Victoria, Evah, and Astrid, whatever, however you say it. Also, might I add, when they were doing the critiques, like there was so much shady faces. I don't know if the editors are just really editing this season to be really shady, but like sometimes when Abhora was saying her cringy one-liners, I think Evah was making faces, which I understand, but then when Evah was saying some stuff, I forgot who was rolling their eyes at her. Was it Melissa? No, I don't think it was Melissa.
Yeah, was it Coco?
Yeah, and I'm like, stop. Evah, if anything, if anyone's going to talk, like they either say it's Evah or Melissa. Like, there's certain queens, but definitely, I don't know about Abhora. She's just doing too much. I was like, stop rolling your eyes at Evah. I love her, even though she blocked me on Twitter.
Yes.
So who won the challenge?
Who won the challenge?
Yes, who was the winner of the challenge?
It was, Victoria
Elizabeth Black won the challenge. Yes, she was really good as a pumpkin.
Yes.
And then Miss Judy Puss. Yeah, Miss Judy Puss. Like, what did they win? I don't know if we found out what they won.
They didn't mention anything. Maybe they got a bottle of that vodka that they were advertising.
Oh yeah, they had like these coasters in the backstage, aka on Talk to I'm just kidding. What was I gonna say? No, but you know what I was thinking? Like, what if there's like no prizes every week, and maybe that's like. It all went to the
$100,000.
right. That's
we give some wigs or something.
Or maybe like next week they'll be like, Victoria, you won the challenge last week, so you have an advantage.
Yeah, maybe she'll have an advantage.
Right. So basically, Erica was in the. Well, this is where I'm really confused this season because they're changing so much stuff. So like I said, there's no extermination, right?
No extermination.
But there's still the Boulet Brothers basically still make like a bottom three, which were Erica, Abhora, and Coco Cane.
Oh, Coco Cane.
Because like I said, Coco Cane, they said didn't have enough fabric. Erica was too cute and kind of pedestrian and not scary, like kind of too cute. And then Abhora didn't know the words and they didn't know what the fuck she was. And yeah, she's a bitch. And at first they were kissing her ass, and then I was like, I know why they're kissing her ass because they're about to put her in the bottom. They were like, oh, you know, you're such a good queen and blah blah, and you're in the bottom. But yeah, so. Basically, let's just get to it.
Yes,
they basically told them another twist. They're like, guess what, bitch? It's All Stars, Titans. You guys are gonna vote just like they did on All Stars of the Drag Race. You guys are gonna have to vote for who's the bottom. So then they're like, you guys have an anonymous vote, right? That you guys have to do with a quill, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was right, the quill.
Yeah. And there was multiple pieces of paper, and then Miss Judy Puss was like, They should just double it or something. Like somebody should just put two names at once.
Votes in there, you know?
You know what I mean?
The American one.
America's corrupt. Fuck America. Happy Halloween, bitches. But anyways, so everyone was shook, especially Evah. She was like, with her red pretty look, and I was like, oh my god, Evah, you look so pretty even when you're like dramatic.
Yeah, they all got the votes of Ira style, right? Vote someone off the island.
Yes, Total Drama Island. Yes, Big Brother. Yes.
Yeah.
What's it called? Also, we forgot to mention Kendra kind of mentioned she didn't like Victoria at one point. She was like, you know, I always had an animosity for you years because you were the one that sent me home and you kind of threw me under the bus back in the day. And Melissa was like, that's my friend. Elizabeth is my friend. You're my friend. Kendra. So I want you guys all to make friends. So she told her, she's like, I hated you. I fucking hated you. I wanted to kill you. Let's be friends now. And let's hug. And you're shirtless right now, so let me hug you and touch your body. And Victoria was like, yes, sure. So we'll see. And then I think the Boulet Brothers even said that, like, we're happy they became friends. And then I think the big Boulet was like, well, let's see like how long that lasts and stuff. And the little Boulet is just living for all the drama and the twists. And she's like, we have many more twists. So basically, when they were in the boudoir, aka the untucked room, Erica pleaded her case and was like, you know, they said my lip sync was good. You know, Abhora kind of brought me down, so I should stay. And then Coco Kane was like, you know, this is my look. I'm a slut. I'm a slutty stripper queen. This is what I give. What's it called? I shouldn't go home. You know, it was just for a little bit of fabric. That's why I'm in the bottom. And then Abhora was just like, fuck the both of you. I hate you. I'm the best queen ever. You know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then they were like, you're narcissistic. No, somebody was like, Abhora, you're being kind of narcissistic right now. And then I think Kendra or Coco was like, she's not being kind of narcissistic. She is a narcissistic. And that's exactly what I was thinking when I watched her video where she was like, I've done the most to push forward freaking Dragula, even though that was season 2, bitch. Like, no.
Dragula,
Oh my god, yes. And honestly, I blame some of the twinks and fans out there that like kiss her ass for everything she freaking does. You know what I mean? This is what happens. Like, it's the same thing happened to Milk on All Star. She went into delusional and she went home and she was like, what? Why am I going home? I have so much to show. And then she also kind of said something like, oh yeah, I have so much to show. And then Melissa was like, so we don't have a lot to show?
Yes.
Right? Like, she's just belittling everyone.
She was acting as if she gets voted off the show would be nothing.
Oh my god, she fucking said that. God. She was like, you know, the attraction for the show is blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, ew. And then Melissa was like, no, the show's going to be better without you. And I agree. Because she was one of probably the only contestant I really wasn't really looking forward to seeing. Yeah. And I even posted stuff like, I hope she's nicer. Then she was on season 2. Well, guess what, bitch? Y'all kissed her ass all these years, and she's the same bitch. She hasn't grown. She's just, you know, not that skinny twink anymore. I mean, she's still skinny, but, like, she's not a twink anymore. She's better. Her age is showing. She's doing the exact same thing she did back then because you guys kissed her ass, and she didn't really grow. You know what I mean? And if she did, she didn't show it to us because she came in the same tired-ass outfits. See, and this is why we didn't post the last review, because I went in like this on one of the houses. Y'all will never know the house to this day. But yeah, so basically they were voting, and then I was a little bit like, they were playing like friends. Like, obviously Hoso kind of likes him because he bought him trips. He took him on multiple trips and I don't know, bought him shit and stuff. So Hoso was like, no, please, leave Abhora alone. And then I forgot, I was a little confused. I don't know if Astrid was kind of defending him. I think he was. But then I think he voted against him. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. Who else was defending them? I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I don't know. They shouldn't defend her.
And then Yovska, she said some shady shit that was funny. I forgot what it was. She was like, I knew. Oh yeah, I know. She was like, I knew exactly what Abhora was. She was a feather duster.
A feather duster, yes.
Like, oh my god, I love Yovska so much. Like, yes, Abhora came with the wrong energy, basically, the Titans, and that's why she's gone. They voted her out, but it was a close vote because numbers came in. Like I said, Melissa, Kendra, and Coco, the Lions, they were like, we're definitely voting them out. But then Hoso, Abhora, and somebody else, they were like, we're voting you guys out. So Erica and Abhora were both in the bottom, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Like I said, Evah, she's one of my favorites. So who did she vote for? Was it Yovska?
Oh yeah, it was Yovska.
Or was it?
Someone voted for her.
Yeah, people were. That's another thing I didn't like. Why were they voting for people who weren't in the bottom? Like, they were voting for Yovska. They were voting for whatever. I'm just like, no, like, vote for whoever's in the bottom. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Coco Kane, I think, got a vote. I don't know who it was. It was a little sloppy because, like I said, they had the freaking quill and all that. And poor Coco was, like, struggling with the quill, and she started painting with her nails.
Yeah.
But I don't blame you, girl. It's a struggle. She was like, it's 2022 or whatever. Like, why the fuck are we
using your quill?
Yeah. But yeah, so long story short, what happened? So yeah, it ended up being...
The two monsters had to go up on the pedestals.
Basically, yeah, there was a giant pedestal because we were like, there's no extermination because you guys erased that for the Fright feats. But now they have to go on this giant platform. And we were all just like, what the fuck's going on? And then I kind of knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of figured that out.
And then, bye Abhora, bye bitch.
On there, and down the hell she
I hope
went.
you broke your nose on the way down.
She broke that nose.
But yeah, so she's gone. But then, like I said, there's a whole twist where they might come back. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Abhora came back. But if she didn't come back, bye bitch. Bon voyage.
She's coming back. She's gone.
Good riddance.
Good riddance to her.
I'm just glad Loris isn't here for shame. And Dahlia Black. No, but like I said, if Abhora came with the right energy, I probably could have been on her side because, like I said, she's not that delusional twink anymore, but she kind of is now. But now it's like she's not that young delusional twink. She's like that bitter old twink now. So it's kind of more sad and more kind of like, I don't know. But she's talented. She is talented. Don't get me wrong. She's talented. Yeah. She just didn't deliver on the show. She didn't come with the right attitude. It was actually reminding me a lot of what Astrid did on her season, and that's why she went home. It's like people never learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to hear some tea.
What's the tea?
Because I listened to the Boulet Brothers podcast, and they basically inferred, they basically said like, oh, some people never change. They come with the same attitudes. You know, it'll be 5 years later or something, and they still act how they did back in the day. And I think they kind of alluded to someone quitting the show at some point. And I don't know why. I thought it was going to be this episode, and it wasn't. So maybe that's something to look forward to. The tea.
Yeah, the
tea is hot, bitch. Shout out to Joella Puss on YouTube. We love you. That's where Miss Judy Puss got her name. Like, you know, inspired by you. We love you, Joella Puss. We know it's been lonely lately since Luscious has been on Dancing with the Stars with Shangela, and she's hanging out with all those LA people. Like, but you know what? You're her real friend, all right? She should have spent her birthday with you.
Yes.
I said what I said. But yeah, so we're really excited to be making these videos, and we're really happy that it's just one episode a week because that was part of the reason why Legendary was so hard for us, because it was 3 episodes a week, and I have to edit that shit out. And like I said, my job barely leaves me time for anything. My fucking job takes everything away from me. Why do we have to work for everything? Why do we have to work 5 days? Why do we have to work 5 days a week and only be able to like enjoy 2 days out of, you know what I mean? And then it adds up, and it's like, how many days did you actually enjoy of the year? It's like, come on. I think, you know, we should just like work for like 7 months and then 5 months, or let's just make it even. Let's work for 6 months, and then the other 6 months we get to enjoy life. Because guess what? Time is ticking. You know, I was never a skinny twink, but you know, I'm not as young as I was before, and I'm only getting older. And guess what? Like, I'm just gonna spend all the years working. Like, why? I'm not gonna freaking enjoy when I'm 65 retired. Like, no, bitch, no. Period. I'm a millennial, and I'm still young, and I should enjoy my years while I'm still here. Right, Gigi? Yeah. Me and Alvin used to travel all the time. We drove to Adventureland. We would do stuff. And then one day Alvin had to work in COVID, and so he put me in his room. But now I'm back, bitches, and I'm going nowhere, bitch. Thanks, Gigi. We love you, girl.
Gigi's back.
Yes. And little Jojo came on Valentine's Day one day.
Jojo.
I'm cute. I don't give a fuck. Love you, Melissa. Be nice to Erica. I'm so happy Erica didn't go home, because I would have been pissed if she went home. Because people keep belittling her, and she proved herself. And she doesn't have a bad attitude like Abhora.
Sometimes I drink out of the toilet bowl when I'm thirsty.
Yogo. Yogo just be saying the craziest stuff, and then he just looks at you with those eyes.
Yes.
Love you, Yogo. So we can't wait to see you next week. We might film a TikTok, so like I said, follow me on TikTok, FancyAlly too. And we'll be here next week. I don't know what look we'll do, but you know, hopefully we'll have our whole setup ready. Maybe we'll have some other special guests that you've seen before. It's just our opinions. Do not send hate to any of the girls this season, even Abhora, or the Boulet Brothers, or anyone. Like, you know what I mean? It's just my opinion. It's just a show. I don't hate any of the queens. I never really send them hate. I just like, you know, share my opinion. We have a right to our opinion. It's a show. It's drag. It's not personal. It's drag. You know what I mean? I know, you know, our drag isn't like the most polished and stuff, but we're just having fun. That's what drag is about. You know what I mean? And maybe, you know, if I wasn't working, you know, so much, maybe I probably would be able to have time to polish my drag more. But no, I don't, because I live in fucking Long Island. It's expensive as shit here. Right, Miss Judy Puss? It sucks, honestly. But yeah, so don't send hate to any of the queens. Like I said, I love you so much. Evah Destruction, Melissa Be Fierce, Erica Clash, Coca Kane, You're a Bad Bitch, Eric, Kendra Onyx. Shout out to my fellow YouTube sister, Yavska. I'm so happy to see you back. Host of Teratoma. I can't wait to see this whole drama unravel with this whole love triangle, square, circle. Who else is there? Astrid. I'm glad. Well, we'll see because she went home second episode, so we'll see if she goes home again.
Yeah, see that.
Who else is there? Victoria Black.
Victoria.
She's the trade of the season. Hopefully, maybe one day. I feel like one day we could definitely see you in Orlando if we plan things out right. And the next time we go, if you're doing a show there, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're the trade of the season, and I think you're a really big threat this time around. So we'll see. We're really excited. Dragula's back, especially in time for Halloween, right?
That's right.
And we hope to see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Follow me on TikTok, on Twitter, FancyAlly2, and on Twitter, FancyAlly1. Love you so much. I go. Stand twice,
Stand
stream,
twice.
talk that talk by twice.
Bye.
Bye.
You.